Hi everybody and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hip the Crow. My name is Melody for those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. Thank you to each and every one of you guys, whether you are new or a returning subscriber. I am grateful for all the support that you guys give me. So this video is for the star sign of Aries. Doesn't matter where the placement is or if you're just intuitively guided to watch the video. Welcome. This is for the 2 weeks of January 21st through February 4th. January 21st we have a new moon in tropical Aquarius or Vedic or sidereal astrology in the star sign of Capricorn, depending on which astrology you follow. Aries. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get right into that. So for the first card we're going to pull, because of the new moon, we are going to see what the new moon energy looks like around you, Aries. The Aries collective. What does the new moon energy look like around the Aries collective? What's the new moon energy look like around the Aries collective? Okay. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. So the North Node energy of the new moon is pushing you out of your shell, bringing you out of your shell, maybe pushing you to see perhaps a habitual habit that you are comfortable with. North Node represents to me your the North Node, your spiritual path, and show the world the real you. A full moon in Aquarius. So we have the new moon coming in tropical Aquarius. So you see how there you are, Aries, standing there, pouring out them bottled up emotions within you and allowing yourself to be vulnerable, while still protecting your heart. And that's what I feel like where you're comfortable at is in that heart space, with protecting your emotions. I kind of feel like this energy of you have this energy of you don't want to rock the boat. See how the horseshoe is upside down, right? You don't want to rock the boat. So, and that's what I feel the new moon energy is around you, Aries. So let's go ahead and pull. We're going to use 2 different decks for your Celtic cross spread, which is the same thing that we used a couple of weeks ago, but we're going to show things in a different way this time. Alright, so we're going to use, this is Mystic Mondays Tarot, and my brown deck, Oracle of the Crows, the same deck that I used a couple of weeks ago, but not for the Celtic cross, for a different message. But we're going to use it on a Celtic cross. It's like the looking into the crystal ball just a little bit deeper, so to speak, into the energies they're showing me. Okay, so for Aries, ooh, they're slippery because they're like brand new. I don't use them that often. So let's go ahead and shuffle up my Oracle of the Crows cards to clarify what comes through for you, Aquarius, for the next 2 weeks. This is the next 2 weeks energy for the new moon and for Aries. Okay. Alright, so off the bottom of the deck we have a new growth or ending. So there is an ending perhaps coming, but it could come with a challenge, right? That's going to push you, right? This pushing you through this comfort zone, pulling you to the edge, is for your own growth. Pulling you out of where you're comfortable to and making you realize what needs to end is a little bit of the underlying energy and how it may pertain to these next 2 weeks. Yeah, Nine of Wands. So you're being forced to face this wound. See how this person is looking back at all of them wounds, right? Being forced to take a look at all the wounds and how many times you have literally picked up the strength within yourself with the wand that she's holding, picking up the strength within yourself and igniting that fire and keep moving forward with every struggle, every challenge that you have went through, right? How many times have you picked up the pieces, Aries, right? How many times have things ended, right? Back to that oracle card. How many times have things have ended? And look at the growth through the wounds of the lessons of why things happened the way they did. And that is what has created that spark within you, Aries, right? To, I feel like, open yourself up to perhaps a higher thinking. Where here you are, right? Being vulnerable, showing the world the true you, right? By what? Bringing love into the situation one more time. Through seeing the blessings in all of them challenges and how it has caused you to grow, expand, to learn to see the value of the situation. Right? Alright, I'm wondering if I should set them there. I'm not sure. They felt like they may have been a little warm, so hopefully they don't catch on fire. I don't think they will, even though they're pretty hot there. Yeah. See all the growth through all the challenges, all the endings, all the struggles. I don't know. I just didn't feel comfortable with that there. Right? And how, what hasn't killed you has only made you stronger. So everything that has ended has only given you the strength, right? The strength to be able to be comfortable enough to see that you can do it one more time. It's like you've seen it so many times before that you know what to do. Alright, so let's go ahead, Aries. Sorry I wasted a couple of minutes there, but let's go ahead forward to the next 2 weeks and see what the energies look like for you. So that's the new moon energies, that's the underlining energies. So it's basically the emphasis of what your next 2 weeks are going to look like. So when you come into this week's energy, into the January 21st energy, what does your energy look like in that current position? Okay, the Queen of Wands. So Aries, there you are. You're the Queen of Wands. You're very attractive, very glowy, very energetic. Why? Because you're allowing that inner light to shine through recognizing all them wounds and the warrior that you have became, right? You've got you, and now you're ready to get your shine on because you have grown, right? You have grown. So you're definitely coming out of a period of growth, expansion. I feel also maybe even perhaps a transformation. And there is bringing in a new cycle because an old cycle is completing of you, right? Understanding that just understanding, Aries, that sometimes shit happens, right? They're all them wounds, right? Seeing that sometimes shit just happens, and gaining that higher understanding of that. That's exactly what the Nine of Wands talks about, right? That's the underlying energy. And when you're coming into that, you're seeing that, right? You're facing that. And you're understanding that shit happens, but it was all part of the plan. It was all part of your personal growth, right? Without all of that lesson, you wouldn't be where you're at. And that's how you're coming into this week's energy. What is challenging you? Okay, Eight of Swords. So there could be something perhaps on a mental level with the Eight of Swords coming through here that is challenging you when it comes to perhaps expressing how you feel. But because for some reason Spirit divinely guided me to, this is a blue calcite, and to put that Eight of Swords in that blue, underneath that blue calcite. So I feel like there is, you struggle with how you express yourself. You're more comfortable, again, like I said, I would rather just not say nothing at all versus rock the boat. So that's why they showed me the blue calcite in the Eight of Swords. You would rather just, just keep it all in versus rock the boat and cause conflict. Now you're like, the hell with that. I'm going to stand in my confidence, and I'm going to express how I feel for a change, because I'm tired of making everybody else, caring about what everybody else would think if I express myself. So you're coming in a very balanced way of, you know what, and that's exactly how I feel, because it's in reverse. If you look, you got the blinders over your eyes. See how she's got her hands out? To me, that's the balance energy. So you're being challenged to balance out your energy, and again, not care what perhaps some people around you will have to say. Because I feel like a lot of times you're very sensitive. We're coming through as the Queen of Wands, Aries, very sensitive to other people's feelings. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. New growth through endings. That's the underlining energy. This is your challenge card. There's always room to grow. Right? Always. Always room to grow when you make the room for it. And that's exactly what you are doing with the Eight of Swords, making the room. So you're being challenged to make the room for that growth at this time, over these next 2 weeks, right? And understanding, you know what, sometimes Aries, sometimes shit just happens, right? So, and you're so magnetic that sometimes you just draw this shit to you. Alright, so that's what I see is challenging you. So what is the root of this current situation? Ten of Cups. So it has a lot to do perhaps with some family members, all right? The family members, the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups, right? It's family members, chosen family members, could be parents, siblings, children, cousins, aunts, uncles, or whoever you consider chosen, right? Or it could talk about your soul family as well. So let's clarify that. The best dreams happen when you're awake. Alright, so, I feel like there could be some people coming in your dreams, and you could be having some premonition dreams, and these dreams could be facing, and that makes sense with the skeleton coming through here, right? Telling you, listen, here I'm coming through, Aries, and I'm giving you this strength that you need, right? Because when you're awake, right, you're too focused in your head, right? You're too focused more in your head in this worry. and feeling trapped, right? There's no room for growth. There's no way, right? I don't believe this could happen. It's like the stories that you tell yourself, right? That this cannot happen. I have no room for this. There's no way, right? I don't see the light of the inspiration that's coming through here. So I feel like the root of the current situation is that it could be a past on loved one or a spirit guide coming through in your dreams. And I do feel past on loved one because of the Ten of Cups could be a family member coming through in your dreams. And because of you being in the Queen of Wands energy, you're sensitive, could be a medium, and forcing you to face these wounds that you were living in, right? Forcing you to face this challenge of these wounds that you're living in your head, and telling you, right? All you have to do is weed out the shit that does not matter anymore. Make the room for the growth that you're looking for. Look at all these wounds as an opportunity to grow, right? What hasn't killed you has only made you stronger. And I feel like when you're awake, you're more focused in the Eight of Swords energy, that thought process of feeling trapped. They're telling you, Aries, you're not trapped. So the new moon is bringing you in that sense of like knowledge. So pay attention to your dreams over these next 2 weeks, because I feel like you're going to get a lot. Journal them. I feel like it's going to be very important. So make sure that you do that. So what is the recent past energy? What are you flowing from the last full moon energy into this new moon energy? What does the energy look like for you? Okay, Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords in reverse talks about what needs to end. It like reveals that, right? What needs to end, and how truly close you are to cutting this out of your life. Like weeding your garden. To me, those look like sickles, right? Cutting the weeds out of the garden. The weeds are the negative thoughts. Watering them seeds with negative thoughts is creating weeds. So in a recent past, you are seeing that you have an opportunity to weed that garden and make better choices in your life. Okay, let's pull a clarify. Yeah, you believe more that anything is impossible versus that nothing is impossible. Like nothing can ever be possible in my life, right? Every time something happens, you know, this sword ends, the sword comes down and something happens and shit splatters, right? Shit happens right here. So you are coming into these next 2 weeks of more of a belief system, right? A belief system. Why? Because again, you're facing something. Where the wound originated, where it first was seated at, right? Where it was first seated at. It's like, because you're looking at the backwards back here towards these last 3 wands, right? So you're basically looking at perhaps where was the seed originated? How can I pull that seed of weeded thought, negative thought patterns that creates shit in my life out? How can I use the sickle to cut it down to the root of the issue and cut it out, which will help to shift your belief system from this is impossible, there's no room to grow, there's no room for this to happen in my life, that, you know, or maybe perhaps I'm feeling trapped in this situation, I see no way out is what I feel, to having some sort of a aha moment, a realization with the Two of Swords in reverse, having a realization that, okay, well, anything is possible, right? I've did it before. If I did this, I know that I can do this now. Because all of this had to happen to pave the way for my growth, So when this situation happened, that I would see that basically I had to go through all of this, right, to make room for where I need to be, for the success, for the growth, for the happiness of where I need to be. That is what I feel that you're coming in to these next 2 weeks with. All right, so what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? Oh, the star. So you could be feeling a bit hopeless, again, in your thoughts, and that's why you got the 8 of Swords in a challenge position. Yeah, bold. I feel like you were feeling hopeless. You were feeling like, well, okay, if I'm bold, this person may reject me, right? This person that I'm attracted to may reject me. If I don't take the chance, how will I ever know if this spark is legit, right? If this spark that I'm feeling is legit. If I just put it behind me and say, oh no, this can't be real, right? This can't be real. Exactly. So that's where the 8 of Swords is coming through. You are being challenged to let go of that hopelessness and to face that fear of afraid to express yourself, right? With it coming underneath the blue calcite, a fear of how to express yourself. You don't want to rock the boat, right? I feel for some of you, you may look at this person as somebody perhaps that you've walked a mile with them, like you've crossed paths with them, and I feel like there's been a period of time where maybe, because I feel like you may have been vulnerable to them, right? But I feel like you really didn't open yourself up to a lot of wounds because you felt comfortable in them wounds. So I feel like you're being given an opportunity to pour out that wounded energy that you've had bottled up from all of these wounds. And have an opportunity to be vulnerable, to express, to be bold, right? To, instead of being comfortable in your shit zone mentality of hopelessness, be bold. Step out. Take that chance. Communicate. Express yourself. You'll never know till you try. Right? You never know till you try. Alright, so that's what I feel. What's coming towards you? What is coming towards you? 7 of Swords. So there you are. You got a sword behind your back, right? You got the wand behind your back, and now there's a sword behind your back. New opportunities. Alright. So what is coming towards you is, if you notice, she has the 1 sword behind her back, but the 6 swords are laying there. So I feel like what is coming towards you is a new opportunity to take that power of expression that you've been hiding behind, right? That's challenging you, that you've been hiding behind. Like, I feel like you've been feeling a bit hopeless, right? Like, oh man, I perhaps wasn't the most faithful person and the most honest person, or perhaps I was the jealous type and I was always accusing this person when in all actuality I was actually hiding the truth, right? I was hiding the truth and perhaps pointing the finger because of maybe some things that I was keeping hidden within myself. I feel like this is somebody coming towards you, and I feel like this person, or you, Aries, I feel like what's coming towards you is an opportunity to finally be bold and express how you feel. right? Express, all right? You hurt me, right? You wounded me. You wounded me to the core. You broke me. It was deep. So what is coming towards you is a chance to express that. I feel like you've been hanging on to this for a while. That's where you got the Eight of Swords and the sense of hopelessness. I feel like you're having an opportunity to clear out that sense of hopelessness. But there's an opportunity that's going to give you, there's an opportunity or a door opening, or this is a window of opportunity with this new moon that is giving you the chance to step out of your comfort zone of feeling hopelessness, right? And opening up a door to weed out that sense of hopelessness that keeps blinding your journey forward. Bringing you, like, I feel like you're being given an opportunity to cut this out. Cut out these weeds. Cut out this weeds of pain, of hopelessness that you feel and think about. And then I feel like, boom, like there will be a sense of growth, but you need to ground your energy, is what I see. Step out of your comfort zone. You're being given an opportunity in this new moon energy here to open yourself up, to be vulnerable, to be bold, right? To be bold, to step out of this wound, this comfort zone of holding back your truth. And just stepping into your power and speaking it and moving forward. Gone. Moving forward, cutting it out of your life, completing it with a 10, completing it. On an emotional level, you may be finalizing a breakup, or maybe even possibly making, with the Ten of Cups there could be some sort of a tie, like a family tie of some sort. Maybe making amends with a member of your family who deceived you. They could be coming back and making that apology. Or maybe you deceived them and you're being pushed. You're having a window of opportunity that's going to open up to you to apologize to them. Take the scenario as it fits. How do you see yourself, Aries? The Magician. So you see yourself as, with the Magician coming through here, as somebody who perhaps is magical, a spellcaster, perhaps somebody who is, instead of feeling hopeless, putting all them energies that you're feeling, right, in this box, and taking everything that you have within you and activating this boldness to be able to express yourself. You have Mercury coming through here. The Magician represents Mercury, so about communicating yourself. So Mercury is very, I feel, important so far, is the energy that I picked up on. Yeah, I feel like making my dreams come true, right? So how do you see yourself as manifesting your dreams, right? Manifesting your dreams, because in your head you were feeling hopeless, but at the same time you now feel this pull, right, to have to make a choice, to believe enough in yourself, to have the confidence enough in yourself to speak this truth, offer this apology, Aries. Yes, there it is. Offering this apology that you've been dreaming about with Mercury. Beautiful energy. So you're shifting out of this energy of hopelessness and seeing that it is time to make your move. Or you recognize in your dreams, you've had a dream that this was going to happen, but you basically didn't know when it was going to happen. So how are other people viewing you? Oh, look at that. Other people are viewing you as very lucky. Right? Some other people are viewing you as very lucky, as very, leap of faith, trusting. You took that leap of faith, and you're very lucky. Other people are seeing you as this must be your destiny, right? This is must be your destiny. Other people are seeing you as saying, you know what, I'm just gonna do it, right? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna be bold, right? I'm gonna be bold. That's how other people are viewing you, as you are bold, right? You did it. You took that leap of faith and you decided to make your move and express yourself. Beautiful energy. Hopes and fears. The Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like what you did was you faced that fear, right? You faced that fear, and what you did was you faced that fear, and what you did was you expressed yourself. I love you to the moon and back. That's what you did. You stepped out of your comfort zone. And I feel like it's a fear that you have. You fear that if you express yourself, you're going to be rejected. If you step out and you're bold, right, and have enough belief in yourself to be able to express your emotions, express how you feel, right, you fear that you're going to be rejected. That's exactly how you feel. There's a fear here. But that's okay, because you're going to face that fear, right? You're going to face that fear because you're seeing this as an opportunity to grow, to make amends, right? To communicate, to express yourself positively, as this has to be destined. You two cross paths for a reason, right? This has to be destined. The outcome, the Knight of Swords, yeah. Knight in shining armor. Yeah, oh, look at this, 2 cards, right? So the outcome is you are going to learn something new. You're going to see that this person is part of your mission. He is, or they are, or she is your knight in shining armor. You two are an equal match. You two are going to learn a lot about each other. You two have a special mission or a higher calling coming through here. There's a lot of greens and blues, so you're connected at the throat chakra and the heart chakra. And the throat chakra energy already come through with the Magician, because the Magician represents Mercury. Mercury is the planet of communication, and Swords is also the energy of communication. So you could be doing a lot of journaling. You could be doing a lot of sitting down and perhaps making a plan. You could have been doing that for a while of what you wanted to tell this person, you know. But you just feel it. It's like sometimes you feel this sense of hopelessness. Like I said, you're fearing. You feel this sense of hopelessness. If I step forward and communicate this, are they going to reciprocate it? Are they going to reject me? And you have this fear that they're going to reject you. So you stay tied in that fear of rejection instead of weeding out that negative emotional thought pattern, right? So you're being given an opportunity to water them thoughts with more of a positive, airy, but yet balanced emotions with the Aquarius, because Aquarius is the water bearer, but yet is an air sign. So it's a balance of your thoughts and your emotions. And being able to pour out that emotion that maybe you've been hiding behind for a while, and expressing yourself, being vulnerable with what you want, who you are, and how you feel. All right. So what a beautiful energy there, Aries. So that is what I see for the next 2 weeks. So now we're going to go ahead and just skip right into some oracle or arrows of love oracles. So we're going to go ahead and skip into love and see what is Cupid bringing or shooting into your life over these next 2 weeks, going into February, the month of love. For February, for Aries, for love, what do you, okay, so yeah, definitely somebody from your past coming back, absolutely. Aries, somebody from your past is going to come back, and they're gonna tell you the truth, and they're gonna apologize for what the shit that they did, and they're gonna say, listen, I apologize for the shit that I caused you. I really never meant to hurt you. I was inflicting my wounds upon you. That's why I did what I did. Da 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 da. Somebody you connected to, either many lifetimes you guys incarnated, or maybe years between you two, Aries, or over the years that you have connected, there has been, I'll say 10, maybe 15 years. Maybe it's been since you've seen this person, or maybe you've known each other since you were 15 years old, 10 years old, grew up together, or like I said, reincarnated in that many different lifetimes together. Take the messages as they resonate. So it's definitely somebody from your past is about to get bold. And this is a destined person. You guys are destined to cross paths, yeah. Rose-colored glasses. This person had rose-colored glasses on, so their thoughts were clouded. I feel like you, Aries, Cupid's telling you had rose-colored glasses on. There was like this instant attraction, instant affection. It was very, very hot and steamy, is what I feel. I do feel you felt like, hey, I want this person to be the mother or the father of my children. That makes sense why you're showing up, Aries, too, as the Queen of Wands. There was a lot of passion between you two, and that passion blinded you. It blinded you to something, and this person inflicted a lot of wounds. We're talking 10 years, 15 years, you got the 9 of Wands. So over this period of time, this person has continued inflicting a lot of wounds. They come in your door, they'd leave. They come in your door, they'd leave. It's been an in and out opportunity, or in and out situation, is what I feel here for you, Aries. Yeah. So this person is definitely going to put their heart on the line. And like I said, bring in this apology for the wounds. I feel like they're ready to remove the cloudiness of these rose-colored glasses that somebody has been wearing, right? Remove the clouds of wounds. I feel like there was a lot of third-party situations that happened between you two. And I feel like Spirit is telling you, listen, be ready, right? Be ready, because this person's coming, right? You feel hopeless that this person's going to be bold and come in and apologize. That's why you're thinking about that, right? There is a sense of hopelessness. Well, maybe me and this person are not meant to be. And then, me and this person, why did I feel this connection so strong if we're not meant to be? That's what I feel. You got this sense of hopelessness. And it's all in your head, is what Spirit is telling you. So they're challenging you to get rid of that thought of sense of hopelessness and trust, right? And I feel like you could be seeing some things within your dreams that are very illuminated. With the I'm bold, and then it's bold. I feel like you could be seeing a lot of things in your dreams. Alright, so now we're going to pull some romance angels. Okay. Yeah. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So the angels are telling you it is safe. You are safe to open yourself up to this. And that is exactly what you are doing. You are looking at the wounds, and here you are feeling safe enough to allow yourself to open yourself back up, right? And attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully, and that is why you're coming through here, Aries. as the Queen of Wands. You are attracting this person to you by realizing, you know what, sometimes shit happens. Maybe this person's not coming back. Maybe, this happened for a reason. What do I need to learn from this situation? And you're stopping and you're smelling the roses and you're just enjoying that sweet scent, right? Of taking that wound that maybe you were hiding behind and using it, right, for more positive energy. By enjoying that moment, by stopping smelling that flower, picking it, and ready to just put yourself back out there, right? And enjoying who you are, enjoying the beauty of who you are, right? Knowing that the right love will come to you when the time is right. And I feel like that's what the Spirit wants to tell you. Don't feel that sense of hopelessness. Make the room in your heart space to attract what you truly desire to you. No, just don't attract shit to you, right? Shitty people who don't treat you right. The people who, and I feel like that's how you're looking at the wounds. Like this person treated me this way and it didn't work. This person treated me that way and it didn't work. This is what I don't want. That's why it didn't work. That's what I feel you're doing. And therefore, here you are, right? Safe, feeling safe in that comfort zone. Making the room to attract more positive energy, more things that are in alignment for you, things that are on the same page as you, the same vibration, not people who keep coming in and deceiving you, cheating on you, lying to you, the shitty ones. Attracting more ones who are more aligned to your growth, to your spiritual path, to your higher calling with the star card here. So here we come in with the full moon, but the new moon is in Aquarius. So you're getting that through the dream state, that higher energy, through the dream state, you're getting the answers that you are seeking, is what I feel. Alright, so let's go ahead and pull one more deck of cards, and these are the archangels. Final advice for Aries over the next 2 weeks, not just about love. Aries over the next 2 weeks. Oh, yep, exactly. Archangel Raziel, take your power back. Exactly. Take your power back from these shitty situations and do not allow this sense of hopelessness, the sense of feeling tied, right, to these crappy relationships. There is growth involved in these wounds if you take off the cloudiness of how you're viewing the situation. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest your blessings in your life. And that is what you are doing. Stepping out of that sense of hopelessness and using your power to attract a more positive, safe, open, honest relationship to you. Right, as the Queen of Wands in the upright position. That is what I see. Thank you for watching, Aries, and have a great 2 weeks.